Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on plant physiology. In previous video we already discussed about the concept of transpiration, types of transpiration and structure of stomata. In this video we will learn about mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. So let us start with this mechanism. The stomatal opening and closing is also known as stomatal movement. We know the inner wall of each guard cell is thick and non-elastic, while the outer wall is thin and elastic, hence can be stretched. So here you can see this is the typical stomata which contains different cells present here. These two kidney shaped cells are known as guard cells and they surrounds by the subsidiary cells, special type of epidermal cells. So these are guard cells. Each guard cells, it contains inner wall, it is thick and non-elastic, and outer wall it is thin and elastic. So this is the structure of guard cell. Guard cells are having starch containing chloroplast. Here you can see each guard cell, it contains the chloroplast which having starch. So when light is present at the time of day, the starch which is present into the guard cell, it is get converted into sugars, that is in glucose. So this will be due to the process of photosynthesis. So due to this photosynthesis process, starch which is present into the guard cells, it get converted into glucose or sugars. So this conversion, it takes place with the help of inorganic phosphate and in presence of enzyme phosphorylase. So you can see here starch, by using inorganic phosphate and enzyme phosphorylase and in presence of sunlight, it get converted into glucose. So at the time of day or when sunlight is present abundant, then starch will be converted into glucose. Now what is relation of this reaction with the opening and closing of stomata, we will see. So once starch is converted into glucose, glucose is soluble in water and hence increases the osmotic pressure of guard cells. As a result of that, concentrated guard cells, they draw water from the neighboring mesophyll cells and guard cells become turgid. So you can see here, once starch get converted into glucose or sugar, as we know sugar are soluble in water, so this glucose, it get dissolved into the water present into the guard cells and the osmotic pressure of these guard cells, it will become increased, or we may call these guard cells will become more concentrated as compared to the surrounding mesophyll cells, and due to that the water from the surrounding mesophyll cells, it will enters into the guard cells by the process of endoosmosis. So that more water it get entered into the guard cells, and due to that these guard cells will become turgid, so that the outer wall of guard cells being thin and elastic, it gets stretched or pulled outward, while the inner non-elastic thick wall of guard cells, it become concave. So see here, this elastic and thin wall, that is outer wall of guard cells, due to the turgidity of cell, it becomes stretched or pulled out from their original position, and their inner non-elastic wall, it becomes concave shape. So you can see here it has become concave in shape, and due to this a gap is created in between two guard cells and the stoma, they get open widely during daytime. So due to this concaveness of inner thick non-elastic wall, the stoma get open during daytime. As stomata opens, the water from intercellular cells, it get lost into the atmosphere during daytime. So here this is the mechanism of opening of stomata. So how this stomata open, we have seen. Now we will see the closing of stomata. So this is actual reverse process of the opening of stomata. Here this process will be takes place during night time. Sugar which is formed in daytime again gets converted into starch during night time in the presence of the same enzyme, that is phosphorylase. So you can see this is opening of stomata, and this second diagram it is about the closing of stomata. Now we will concentrate on this image. You can see here this image, that is closed stomata. So how these stomata get closed we will see. This is the reaction. Glucose which is produced during daytime in presence of inorganic phosphate and same enzyme phosphorylase, it will be converted into starch in the time of night or in the darkness. Now starch, as we know, it is insoluble in water, hence osmotically inactive, because sugar was soluble in water but starch is insoluble in water, so it will not affect on the osmotic pressure of the cell. So starch, it is osmotically inactive. When starch is formed, the osmotic pressure of guard cells it get decreased, and water from the guard cells it diffuses into the neighboring mesophyll cell, which lead to the decreased turgor pressure of guard cells. As a result, the guard cells become flaccid, and due to the placidity, stoma becomes partially or completely closed during night time. So here you can see actual river process will be formed. These are the again guard cells, and the sugar which is produced during daytime, in night time the sugar will be converted into starch, and due to that starch it will be not soluble in water, and due to that osmotic pressure of these guard cells it will get decreased, and the water from the guard cells it will goes back into the mesophyll cells, surrounding mesophyll cells, due to the decreased mesophyll or decreased osmotic pressure, so that these cells will finally becomes flaccid, means turgid cell become flaccid at the night time, and due to that these concave inner walls of the guard cells they will come to their original position and close to each other, and due to that the stoma which was open during daytime it becomes closed partially or completely due to the flaccidity of the cell. So this is the process which will take place at night. Another some factors are responsible for the conversion of sugar to starch and starch to sugar. So these factors are pH and temperatures. So pH and temperature changes in guard cell, they will act very their activity is very important in the conversion of sugar and starch and sugar. So during daytime the pH of the guard cell is neutral, that is 7, or it is alkaline, so it favors the conversion of starch into sugar. So in daytime there will be 7 pH in guard cells, and this pH is very important, very favorable for the conversion of starch into glucose or starch into sugar. So when sugar is present in guard cells, stomata are open, but at night what happens, CO2 is released into the guard cells during the respiration. So we know respiration, in this process the cells they take O2, that is oxygen, and they will release CO2. So at night the concentration of CO2 is increased in the vicinity of guard cells, and due to the release of CO2 in guard cells, the pH of guard cells it will become decreased, and this decreased or the pH it will comes up to 5 or less than that, and this decreased pH it favors the conversion of sugar into starch at the time of night. So when starch is present in the guard cells, the stomata are closed and loss of water is prevented through stomata during night time. So this is the these are the another factors which are important for the opening and closing of the stomata. This is the entire reaction. We can see here the starch with the help of PO4, that is inorganic phosphate, in the presence of phosphorylase enzyme, it will get open stomata because starch get converted into glucose 1-phosphate during daytime because there is pH 7. Then in reverse process, this glucose 1-phosphate again get converted into starch in the night time because pH is get changed and it is 5, and in this condition stoma will be closed. So thus opening and closing of stomata, it depends upon the changes in turgor pressure of guard cells. If turgor pressure in guard cells increases, stomata will open, and if turgor pressure decreases, stomata will close down. So this hypothesis is also known as sugar starch hypothesis. Now we will see diagrammatic representation of entire process of opening and closing of stomata. You can see here open stomata and these are closed stomata. So see here, first of all we will discuss about open stomata, that is the process which will be take place during daytime. So what happened during daytime, starch which is present into these guard cells, it get converted into sugar due to the alkaline pH or neutral pH, that is 7. So this, or during daytime, due to this photosynthesis process, the starch get converted into sugar. So due to this increased sugar into the guard cells, this sugar get dissolved into the water present into the guard cells, and due to that osmotic pressure of the guard cell, it will be become increased, or the we may call the concentration of guard cells, it will be increased as compared to the surrounding mesophyll cells. So that's the endoosmosis will take place. Water from these mesophyll cells or surrounding subsidiary cells, it will enter into these guard cells. So you can see here, these are the cells from which this arrow is showing that H2O is entering into the guard cell. Here also you can see H2O from the surrounding cells, it get entered into these guard cells. Due to the excess entry of water into the guard cells, these guard cells become turgid. So these guard cells will become turgid, and due to this increased turgidity, what happen, this non-elastic thick inner wall of the guard cells, it become concave, and due to these two guard cells, they will move apart from each other, which will widen the mouth of the stoma, and it ultimately it will opens the stomata widely, and due to this the process of transpiration will take place, water will be move out. So this is the mechanism of opening of stomata. Now we will see closing of stomata, or how the stomata it gets closed. So see here, these are the again guard cells. At night time what happened, there will be no photosynthesis, and due to respiration CO2 is increased into the vicinity of these guard cells, and this CO2 it will decreases the pH of the guard cells up to 5 or less than that. So in this condition what happen, the sugar which is produced during daytime, it again get converted into starch. As we know, starch is osmotically inactive, it cannot be soluble in water, so that there will be decrease in osmotic pressure of guard cells, and the cells now they by the process of exosmosis they lose water, and this water is sent back, or this water which is absorbed by endoosmosis during daytime, it goes back into these surrounding cells, and due to that the turgidity of cell it gets decreased, and the guard cells become flaccid. So you can see the concave shape of these guard cells, it also have decreased, and due to that these guard cells become placid, and due to this placidity these inner walls they come close to each other, and they will close this stomatal opening partially or completely, and due to that the stomata get closed. So when starch is present in guard cells, then stomata will be closed, and when sugar is present into the guard cell, then stomata will be open. So in this way there is a mechanism of opening and closing of stomata going on into the plants. So this is mechanism of opening and closing of stomata. Thanks for your attention.